Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm Gamesplaining Via Nebula. If you have watched the other videos, you'll have an idea of how to play Via Nebula. I have set the game up as a 2-player game. So, we are each playing with 3 of these guys, and these piles of meadow tiles have 5 in them rather than just the 3. The other things to be aware of is the player on the left will be playing white, and his 2 private cards. This one, the shortcut, which is he'll be able to remove the tiles from his guild board. So 2 of them, which are these tiles just here. And this one allows him to draw the top card of that pile to add to his hand, so it becomes a secret card again. So he'll have an extra secret card if he can get that built. The other player has no powers on the bottom of his cards. Those are the private cards. The public cards that everyone is working towards, so going from left to right. The one on the left allows you to pick up any one of these tiles that might be placed somewhere and place it on any fog space that you like. The next one along allows you to take one of your tiles and place it onto one of the spaces that normally can't have the tiles on them. The next one along depends on the number of contracts you have fulfilled through the game, so those cards are the contracts, and that will give you a point for each contract you've managed to do through the game. Including itself. And the distillery allows you to take 1 additional action straight away. Okay, let's get playing. So we'll start with the white player. Okay, the white player is going to start by turning that brick into 2 brick spots as his first action, and his second action he will place that tile. Then we go over to the other player who will claim this spot to start with and will open up that one, which gave him 2 points. He gets 3 pigs onto that spot. 3 pigs, and he's got to look after those pigs. Okay, we go back to the other player's turn, and he's going to spend one of his turns to do that and the other one to go to there. Back over to black, who will do the same. So he'll do 2 to that spot. Back over to white. White is going to bring in 1 brick and 1 hay. So that's 2 turns done again. Back over to black. Black will continue to build out his path so he can get to stuff. Back to white. White is going to use one of his actions to fulfill that one, which is looking for a hay and a brick, which he has. So the hay and the brick come off, and that goes onto the spot to show that's been built. The card he just took allows him to place one of his meadows onto a forbidden space, and he thinks it's probably worthwhile building on that forbidden space for the moment. And then he claims that card, so that goes up above his board. That's his first turn. So his second turn, he'll claim that one so he can continue to build. Now bear in mind that this isn't going to be able to access any of these 2 because it would have to go through a building to get there. He needs a clear path. And we also flip over another card that can be built at a later stage. And the card that just got flipped over, once it's built, allows you to remove one of the resources. So if white builds, he could remove that brick if it's not used and get the guy back. Black will use both of his turns to cover up this spot, and we come back to the white player. White will be placing a meadow there, which will place a worker up here to take 3 stone, and he'll place another worker up there to add 2 pigs to stuff that's available. Black's turn. Black is going to throw a guy in here with some stone, and he'll also fill in that meadow space, or that smoke space, to become meadow. Okay, back over to white's turn. White is going to use the turn to cover up that bit of forest. That takes both of his turns to do that, so that's what he'll do. Moving back over to black. Black is going to bring in some stuff. He thinks he'll start with one of them, and he will put his 3rd worker onto here to create 2 wood. Back over to white. Now we're in a position where both players have all three of their workers out, so they can't actually open up any new territories, which is flipping those cards. But what white can do is take a brick from him, so he now has one guy left over. He will take a stone as his second thing. Back over to black. Black will take a wood and a brick. Now black's trying to get this one, which needs a hay next. There isn't actually hay available except for over here, so he's going to have to build all the way across there or find a way to get these guys cleared so I can open up that one. Back over to white. White is going to take a pig and he will build his second building, which is that one. So it's stone, pig and brick, which is those three. And he's now built that. Now he gets to remove one of the resources and he thinks that he'll remove that pig, which will send the guy back to his home area. That card then gets flipped over for points at the end of the game. Then we flip out a new card. Now, I think you've got a good enough idea of how this game plays. I think I've done everything that you need to know about. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.